We've all heard the stories. I once caught a fish this big.
Big Florida bass.
Or this was the one that got away. But what's the story behind all of those tales? What drives people to oceans, lakes, and streams? Is it to connect with nature? Is it to live out man's oldest occupation? Or is it a chance to heal the soul with a time-honored family tradition?
Oh, yeah!
In fishing, there's the hunt, there's the challenge every time you hit the water, there's the camaraderie.
You want to put like a 10 push-up wager on it?
Yeah, let's do that.
And then there's the story. Today we're on Lake Kissimmee fishing with flipping stick legend and bass addiction gear entrepreneur Steve Dial.
Steve Dial, what's up, man?
Mr. Ronnie Green, good to see you. Finally.
Finally, man, we're ready to go out and do some flipping, man. I'm ready to learn a little bit about flipping.
I hope so. Maybe you could teach me something about this horizontal thing.
You know I like to whine,
Right,
man.
no doubt.
But I think it'll be a nice combination. So let's just go out there and smack them.
Yeah, and look, they turned the lights on for us today.
Oh, yeah, that means it's feeding time.
We can leave now.
Yeah, we can. Let's go.
They're in here spawning and feeding. It's that time of year.
It is.
Would it be nice if we had something come up
Oh, hey, they probably will.
with 68 degrees?
Oh, they're in here, I can guarantee it.
I actually saw a boil kind of offshore,
Did you?
which is a good sign.
They may be out there. Hey, you like throwing topwater?
I'll do it.
If you have to.
Look, I love the topwater bite. There's no doubt about it. It's just, it's just, my mind always programs to flip, and I see it. I see dark images. That's all my brain sees. It sees mats and clumps, and it can be a weakness too.
Yeah, it definitely can, I'm sure.
Because you can live and die flipping and pitching, and oh yeah, good boil too. That's a good one.
Good fish.
Good fish.
Good fish.
Ooh, nice one. Nice fish.
Wake up this morning, baby.
That's awesome. It's winding.
Yes.
What's up with that?
I know, man. Good morning. He's like, I ate breakfast, and then my breakfast bit me back.
He's warm.
He is.
It's not as cold as we thought out here.
All we were doing, we were just winding this puppy real slow, and all of a sudden, we figured out that they want to eat.
Now the pressure's on me to get one like that.
Winding.
You got an ice fish too.
That's right. If you
That's
don't know
pretty-
much about Florida fishing, you'll definitely learn pretty quick by coming to Kissimmee. We're gonna let you just warm back up, do your thing. Yeah, Daddy knows. Daddy knows. Bye. Thank you. Tell me about how you were raised, man. Mom and dad. Tell me about your family, brothers and sisters.
Grew up in Kansas, the simple life, if you will, the heartland. Grew up in the country, you know. I had 3 sisters. Mom and dad, good family, a lot of aunts, uncles, grandparents around me. For me, it was basically sports and fishing.
Wow.
That was about it.
You think that's molded you to be who you are?
I think sports played a big part of it. The discipline, the regimen, the demands, and my parents really being, you know, hard with me, you know. If I got out of line, they shape you right back and tune quick, which is good. I'm actually, I'm thankful for that now. But I had a relatively good childhood, good school, good sports, a lot of fishing. There he is.
Good one. Good.
He's pinned.
Want to go and get him?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Is he off?
No. He's on there.
He's on. Oh, the life of a flipper.
How about that, Travis?
First flipper of the day. He's a short, but anyway.
They're all fun to catch.
Most guys flipping at bad backs.
Uh-huh. That's why.
Yeah, we catch like a little fish
and swing for the fences.
swing for the fences.
Yeah, literally. He's a resident too. He's so dark. You see how dark he is?
Bass are phenomenal when they blend themselves to their environment,
It's
especially
unreal.
under the mats. A lot darker fish.
Yes.
Cool. I got off the mat schneid.
Off the match night. You talked about your grandpa and mom and dad. There was a significant event that happened to you that not many people know about that you're willing to talk to us about.
2007, I was going to work one morning and I got the phone call from my mom. And there was basically silence on the other line, and you know, what's wrong? And for her to even utter the words, you know, your father has passed, was incredible to me. There's no words. What do you say? What do you do? You ask why, how. He was 56 years old.
Oh my, wow.
So there's no way to describe those feelings. It is impossible for me. I'm angry. I'm angry because my mom has no one. My anger then shifts to feeling like, you know, he's been robbed of his life. You know, his golden years were right in front of him. I was angry because my mom didn't have him later in those years, and that was really tough. You know, after the anger kind of subsided, it went more towards refocus and know that your day could be any day. You know, get to work, do something constructive. You know, take chances. You know, you never know when your last day is going to be here. So the anger shifted to adrenaline.
Wow.
And get it done kind of attitude, which I think propelled me in a lot of things I do today. I think that's how it's affected me the most. There he is.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Cool. Hey. Am I gonna get kicked out of the front of the boat now, Ronnie?
You know, we got this no flipping policy.
No flipping policy. What's the flipping deal here?
That's good stuff, man. Bass addiction at work.
Cool.
Getting it done. Oh, there you go.
Another one. Nice one. Boat flipper?
Ah, yeah. I'm gonna flip this one. Come on, dance for me, baby. Dance. All right. So it's not that big. But I sure enjoy the fight. They're all fun to catch, man. They are all fun to catch.
When they nosedive in this, it goes up a couple pounds.
Exactly.
Right.
He dove in the salad, so I figured I'd help him out and put him out of there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I always say, and I say it from experience, when something traumatic like that happens to you, you can go one of two ways. You can go extremely far south,
Yeah.
or you can take it and use it as motivation to do something that you've never done before.
Correct.
As honoring that person that you lost that was really close to you.
You're right. You could go into shutdown mode, or you could use it to be the pro, to be the positive, and that's kind of what I did. A lot of times I look at it as, what would my dad be thinking of me now? Wow. He was kind of a quiet man, you know, so
Sure.
he didn't really have to say anything, but I think going back, the reassurance that the chances in doing the right thing that I'm doing now is like something he'd approve of.
Oh, yeah.
Or be there to go like this, you know, and
Absolutely.
he didn't have to say much, but I think it reconfirmed to me that I'm doing the right thing and that he's looking over me and he's proud.
That's him.
All right. good fish. Is it? Yeah, it's a good fish. 3-pounder.
Oh, yeah.
Flipping ain't too bad.
It ain't bad at all, man. Oh,
There you go. Nice
Yeah.
stick, too.
Oh.
He ain't never coming off.
oh, that's a good stick. Thanks.
Good job.
Look at this puppy.
Nice
You
and
can tell
fat.
the color. He's green because he's a resident fish. The darker the color, that means, hey, we're going to adapt to our environment. We're going to turn colors
Yep.
so we camouflage a lot better and can ambush bait back into this thick, beautiful hydrilla and let her
That was
swim
cool.
away because she had a hard workout. Dad is a part of who you are all
Correct.
the time. So you're carrying his legacy. You're carrying that name. Everything about you says your dad. And I seem to notice your phenomenal relationship with your boys. That's powerful
Right.
because if he's watching and looking down, as we assume he is,
Right.
he's really proud.
Well, that's another thing that I tried to transfer on, you know, having him show me the things in life and then instilling good values in me. I tend to take that to my sons because you never know when your day's going to be, you know, your last. Like it, I mean, we had more trips on the schedule, you know, we had more fishing to do.
Right.
And I think that's why I treat these days with my boys. And we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to fish. We're going to have fun. We're going to joke. We're going to work hard, and we're going to succeed. So, and I'm hoping that he sees that from, you know, from a distance.
Then all of a sudden, something else traumatic
Yes.
happens to you again that you didn't expect.
Right.
Tell me about that.
So, about the time, you know, my mother gets her bearings, if you will, my younger sister, it comes down with, she'd been fighting some kidney issues and some kidney failure. And it progressively got worse. And about 2 years after, you know, my father passes, I get the phone call, you know, the dreaded phone call. And I knew she was not doing so great. You know, you get the phone call to come home, and next thing you know, you're standing over in a hospital bed. We made a decision that she was so weak she couldn't even pull through the night. Got together as a family, you know, I'm fighting, let's do this, and whatever we can do, and doctors can fix everything, and it just didn't happen. And you know, I was in the room when my little sister took her last breath, and that was unbelievable. So now my family is you know, dwindling around me, and it's a very real and it's a bad, really bad thing. I had to watch my mom totally just regroup her whole thinking structure, and I don't, you know, so strong. How she pulled through those and still has good spirits today is beyond me. It's unbelievable that she's able to do that. Her husband, and then her youngest child.
Well, your family as a whole, I'm curious, is there some type of spiritual perspective, or what is the outlook that you all have, or is it just a value system that you had growing up?
Well, I guess you could say that. I mean, after those kind of cards are dealt, you know, what do? You try to remain positive. You know, you keep your head down and work. You stay together. My other two sisters are alive and well. They're flourishing. They have good lives. My mom is good too. You know, she pulled through. Most of the time, you say tough old bird, and who wants to be a tough old bird? Well, my mom will raise her hand and say she's a tough old bird. Yeah. She refers to herself as that all the time, and she is. She's a tough old bird, and she still inspires me today because she has no quit in her.
That is awesome.
Through all this.
And you also mentioned, which is so interesting as well, you said, I take every day like it's my last.
Right. The philosophy was, since you never know when your number's going to be called, I call it burning the day down, maximizing the day. Going to bed at night knowing that you made a difference, you worked hard, and you took chances to progress, to proceed, to thrive. Move forward, never backwards, you know, and that you were able to do something in a good, positive manner. And that's kind of my motto every day. I joke, you know, I try to wear myself out every day.
I believe you do that. That is for sure. You are the hardest working man I know.
I bite off more than I can chew sometimes, but I try, and I try to make a lot of people happy. I try to do the right thing every day, and it's, you know, it's working. So far, so good.
Oh, God. Well, look at this.
Nice.
Damn!
The flipper wins. Not bad.
Nice, man.
He's in there good.
Yeah. Nice.
Winding and flipping, got them both today.
That's the way it's always supposed to be, man.
It's supposed to be, right?
Yeah. Perfect world.
Perfect world.
You speak so much about your sister, and then you speak so much about your dad. But as you stated, and we all know and believe that we all have an appointment with our Maker.
Right.
And at the end of the day, what would you want people to say about you, Steve, when you're all, you know, said and done?
All right.
And someone's able to sit here and talk about Steve Dial.
He was a mover and a shaker, you know. He liked to get things done. He liked to move. He burnt the day down working and inspiring, and, you know, hopefully with the fishing and the businesses, and he left something there for them, and he was nice to people, and he didn't judge too quick, and he was patient. That would be good enough for me, and I'd like to leave that impression with my children. I would want them to go on and thrive and prosper and work hard in life and enjoy it too. It's okay to play, and
absolutely,
it's okay to work work hard, play hard. It's okay. That's why we fish. You know, we fish to get our minds off things and to focus on something else, and that's okay.
Hey, to find out more about the show, check out afishingstory.com. There you'll find out about our guests, our fans, and myself, Ronnie Green. And there's also a contact page, because we'd love to hear from you. So check out afishingstory.com.
Devin, Steve, welcome to A Fishing Story. I had a question for you. You know, we got your dad here. He's a special guy, and he's an incredible fisherman. Tell me in your own words, I guess, Steve, I'll start with you, man. What life lessons you think you have learned from your dad just by watching him? Now, he's sitting right next to you. I thought I might remind you. So, you know, what would you say?
Just by watching, you can learn a lot. And even though there are the ups and downs at the end of every day, you follow in the footsteps of your father because you know he wants the best for you. Even though the road may be bumpy, and fishing is like that too, because you win some, you lose some. If the road's bumpy, you just keep going, and that's what he, I think, has taught me and Devin, to just keep going, you know? Don't stop, just every day, just keep working, and it's gonna be all right, you know?
So what would you say, because you talked about when you were younger, he'd take you and you didn't want to go, and all that good stuff.
Cold,
yeah,
it's raining.
Just everything, like, I mean, it just made me change, like, how, like, fishing's just been a part of my life ever since he was brought into my life. It's just always been there, even if I didn't like it and all that. I mean, I still went because I liked being on the boat and I liked all that.
Sure.
But I started to grow and like it because he loved it, and I wanted to love what he had, because that's just how I was, and I wanted to be better, because we're all competitive. We all want to beat each other.
So as men, you're a young man, 17 going on 18. You're a man, full-grown man kind of thing, 21, correct? What is the one thing you have taken from your dad that has taught you how to be a man? I only give you one.
Just to work hard and don't, you know, like my dad said, you know, don't have any downtime. And being young, that's hard to it's hard to do, but it really, it pays off. It does, and we see that at a young age, so
That's awesome.
I mean, it works.
Yourself?
And he's always just taught us to always keep our head on the track, just always stay focused on what you want in life, and just very positive on saying like what you want to do is that's what you want to do, and like just stay true to it. And he just supports us either way we go. Like if I wanted to go fish for the rest of my life, he would be supportive to do that.
That's awesome.
And if
That's
I wanted to
awesome.
go work at McDonald's, he would support me.
You might have a few comments here and there, but he will support you. Thanks so much, guys. Join us next time on A Fishing Story.